Blessed, yes, people, good morning. Peace and blessings. Once more time is the next day again. Yes, people, all praises unto the Most High. Yes, I have to give thanks and praise, Today, this morning, people, my head trouble me, so me have to put the red on top of the head. See, and put a little, you see there? That's the point. Right over the third eye, see there? So, me eye open, and me see pure red. And when me tell the people red, the people them I always believe it's gang affiliated. This is not gang affiliated. The red is for the blood that's spilling. It's for the fire that I go burn. See? See? Okay? Now people, listen this now. This pandemic we just mash down the place, right? It comes with a lot of strings that attach to it. Yes, it have a lot of strings attached. All different type of string, you see there. So, someone is playing the puppet. Who is the puppet master? Eh? Alright then. So you may tell the people then. I believe say when this pandemic outbreak, it was important to protect yourself. To have mask, because them say it's a thing where you could get through the mouth or coughing or whatever the case may be. Consumption of fly upon people. You see there? Germs or spit, whatever you want to call it. See there? But people, I thought it was important for people to wear masks and gloves and for people to stay away at least 6 foot away from each other. So right now, the puppet master is playing the puppet and he using the string skillfully. Because it's like the eye them start lock up the people them. Anything that you could get to mask out your face and to block your nose and mouth area, it's supposed to be excellent. To the point if you cough in that. If you sneeze in that. So what is the problem? That when dark-skinned people wear these things, see, they are getting themselves in problems. I am watching a bulletin with couple black people and Latino people that go certain places in supermarkets and other places, and they are being harassed and they are being told to leave the area or leave the location because they are wearing a mask. And some other places, if you are not wearing a mask, you're supposed to have one to be able to come in. I shot a vlog with somewhere in the Broadway Junction that the guy, young guy, they say is a respectable guy in the neighborhood. His mother is, I think, some type of officer with stripes. I can't tell you exactly, but I know they say she's an officer. And this kid is a good kid. Young buck, must be about in his early 20s or around there. And he went to this place and they said that this, I think it's called, it's a supermarket, Pearl Foods, something like that. Either I'll find the name of the supermarket, but you got to do something with either. I know it's not Whole Foods, but it's something to do with either Pearl Foods, something. I'll check up the name. I have the video, but I didn't put it out yet. And so they beat up this guy by these are Spanish guys. We beat up this guy, this black American guy, where I was going in there, and they said that he must put on a mask. So I was not there according to what they said, that the kid didn't want to put on a mask. And it went up into a bar where fist punching and jumped the kid, beat him up, bust up on top of his eyes, and the police did come in and they said that the police is just locked up that kid and not the people. I mean, if two people going back and forth and fist fighting, You have evidence, you have camera, you check out the camera, see what's going on, and then if it's whatever, you the troublemaker, you lock up the troublemaker. So I was not there, but back to this, the point where I'm saying, this puppet master that is playing this thing here. So we as black folks, or colored folks, colored people of the Most High, that we are being persecuted again. It's like some Jim Crow thing going on. Because if I don't have the mask, you comes on the bus, anybody without a mask, you ask them to lift the mask. Well, I could accept that if you are not following rules and regulation and you don't have your mask and you're supposed to have a mask on because you are sitting amongst people that you don't know who is sick or who is not, whatever the case may be, that you are supposed to have a mask on and your gloves. That means you're protecting yourself because you are going to come back home. You could be a danger to your family. Sometimes I don't like the mask. I feel more secure with the red piece here, so I use that, and that is good, man. Even the professionals said you could use a rag, a bandana, or a mask, and I think my bandana work better than a mask because the mask is not fully equipped as how I'm gonna put my stuff tight, because the key thing for having a mask is for it to be over your nose bridge where it's tight and no air, nothing comes through the air like loose. So when I have my do-rag, I do put it nice where it fits on my nose to my face, and it's secure, and it has this long piece that comes down all the way that governs my whole, protects my whole neck and all this coming down. So this is good. So if we gotta try to implement to do what's right, and then we have men of law who confusing the stuff. They are confusing it, because if I have a do-rag on and I'm on the bus and you said, if you don't have a mask, lift the bus. But then I have one of these that is much more better to me, to my knowledge, to my understanding than a mask, and I'm gonna get in problem with that. Then people are confused. Now I am seeing that even some of the officers that came to actually help for this whatever going on, this problem, to deal with it, or if it's a risk, they themselves doesn't have no mask on. They ain't got no mask, no mask. So if there is a problem, a pandemic, and the people that's supposed to protect the people, they are coming to the aid of their brothers and sisters, or to the people, and they themselves doesn't have nothing covering their face. They're vulnerable to give somebody this, because they're human beings too. They could have this thing here and they don't know, and they're coming to you, all over you, talking into your face. Sometimes you're on the ground, they're over you, they're angry, they're yelling, saliva is flying. You could get contaminated by one of them. So this puppet master that playing the puppet, he's playing the puppet real skillfully, because this is a problem. So now you're gonna find people getting into problems, and then already we don't have no money. Then you find yourself in the courthouse. Now, how is it that the court getting chance to deal with all these people when there's a pandemic? They're asking people to stay to their homes, but they're locking up people and making cut dates and stuff like that. So how this is going on? When it's a simple thing. I mean, if someone doesn't have anything protecting their face and they are into harm's way where they're gonna cause other people, yes, you get off the bus, get off the train, because it was said to protect yourself. But if one maybe don't have money to get gloves, right now you can't even get masks. Right now you can't get these things. These things are shortage. So now I had and it ran out, and now I don't have any more. I am trying to see how could I substitute something that I could use, and maybe that what I have is this. Would I get locked up for that? Would I get in problems? Do I have to be on a this a journey destination point where I could be I has a appointment or going to work, but because of that incident here, I find out now at the back of it, my boss was depending on me to reach there at a certain time. But now because I had a do-rag on and not a mask, I got, got thrown off the bus. And now it's difficult to reach to point A to point B. People, we got to mind the things, you see. They have things where people do. That is not balance. And when you are doing things that is not balanced, you're going to have problems. Okay, people? You're going to have problems. And I will let this first half of the video go, but I'm going to come back with another half to show you all what's really going on. Okay, people? So, we got to understand the puppet master is playing, and he's playing skillfully. And it's creating, within the pandemic, things to go outrageous. Because now people don't have no money, and then you have these officers that are telling you if you don't have a mask, get off the bus. But when you look at them, they doesn't have no mask. They ain't got nothing protecting their face. Could they not be have the capability or be liable for transporting or carrying whatever that would be the problem to the people? Because they're supposed to be protecting themselves too. They're human beings just like us. So I put the red pan this second. My head hurt me. Why my head hurt me? It's not physically hurting me, It is the nonsense I've been seeing. When I see they bring this type of nonsense to actually hurt the people, you see? And it don't call for. In these dreadful times, we don't need ignorance. And we don't need anyone trying to pose more pain and problems. I mean, if there are people who does not want to live by the law, which in this time, in this pandemic time, that they're telling you, they're giving you solutions. How could you protect yourself and protect others and you don't care? Of course. If you're on the bus and you doesn't have anything, means you don't care and you're willing to jeopardize other people's life. So you should leave the bus. But if you have something over your face, or you have your gloves and you got your stuff over your face, exactly, most important is what's over your face, covering your face, that your conception, if you cough, does not reach other people. That's important. And like I said, a lot of these masks that they have, most people don't know how to put on a mask properly, because they put it on and it's all loose. The key thing is to be stable on top of your nose. Okay, it usually has a little flexible piece of metal or something over there you squeeze down to your nose. Okay, and some people have shortage of breath. They can't really wear a mask. It's hard to breathe for them. Some people already have breathing problems. Okay, but people, work with the thing. See, respect, honors, all praises unto the Most High. Don't forget to love, share, and like. Okay, people? Yo, share this video. Peace and blessings. One love. All praises unto the Most High.